Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some more Destiny 2. Okay, guys, last week when I went to play Destiny 2 and capture it, when I was inspecting my characters on my Hunter, my Warlock, there was a boatload of new weapons and a boatload of new perks, as well as some perks that we're quite familiar with. However, before we talk about the perks, look at this image here. I pulled it from one of the trailers, and if you look all the way at the bottom below the two main perks of that weapon, it says no weapon mod has been applied. So let's talk about mods before we get into the perks. So all the weapons that I was inspecting had either 1 to 2 perks. They actually had like a weapon class or a type of weapon. That varied from adaptive, high impact, and also aggressive. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But they did not have the mod slot, and I'm pretty sure that was taken out of there on purpose because I asked Poria, my friend from Bungie, who actually was friends with him when he worked for Kills on Shadowfall, which is how my channel got started. But he said, yeah, we couldn't, they blocked us from inspecting anything in terms of armor, weapons, class item, anything like that. We could see our subclasses, but that was pretty much it on this build. So for speculation purposes, well, let's backtrack a little bit. So no longer do we have primary, special, and heavy. So we have kinetic, that would be your primary. Then we have energy, that's all your elemental type stuff. And what we used to call primaries, like hand cannons, you can see right there I've got an exotic hand cannon, did a video on that already. And then for your heavy slot, now that's called power weapon. So my speculation is that they're going to move to a more simple system where a weapon's got a couple of key perks, first an overall class, and the classes were adaptive, which is well-rounded, reliable, and sturdy, high impact, long range, slow firing, and high damage, and then aggressive, high damage, high recoil. And then from there, they're going to have a mod system where you're going to mod your weapons. Now, trying to think, back from my COD days and back from my even Killzone Shadowfall days, it was all about attachments. You made your gun better by choosing the correct attachments. I personally would like to see a simpler way where you get a drop, it's got a couple of main perks, 2 to 3 main perks, and then you throw on some attachments. And gameplay in the background, just real quick, guys, is from my friend Dave at PS Nation. Gonna link him in the description. Make sure you go give him a follow. I already used up my strike footage, so we're looking at his. So try to wrap my small brain around this on how the mod system's gonna work. Well, okay, if you were to mod a weapon, would it be permanent? Would you be able to remove that mod? Would you be able to take the mod off and maybe put it on another weapon that's in the same type? Let's say you got a some sort of barrel or something that does extra damage, and it goes on a hand cannon. Could you then take it off that hand cannon, put it on another hand cannon? I don't think that would really work because, I mean, that would be way too time consuming. If you're trying to do a loadout, you're going into a strike, you're going into PvP, got a bunch of hand cannons, and now you're messing around with a whole bunch of mods. And you say, okay, I'm going to put this mod on this gun. I don't know. I don't think that'll work. I think there's going to be various mods that I bet NPCs or maybe some other, who knows, maybe they'll come from quests. I don't know. I think we'll probably get mods, you'll put it on that weapon, and then it'll be permanent. But this is all just speculation, but we know that mods are definitely coming to weapons. That image proves it. So let me know in the comment section what your speculation is. All right, let's get into the perks that were on the weapons that I inspected before I got to play the strike and also some PvP. So to simplify things, I just took screenshots of all the weapons that I inspected on all the characters. So first one I got was adaptive, well-rounded, reliable, and sturdy. Then we got improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. Next up, we have magazine is dropped on reload, wasting bullets, but greatly increases the reload speed. So you can just empty your magazine until you have like 1 or 2 bullets and do the reload, and you get a faster reload. Then we have improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. Now these perks were on the Risk Runner, the exotic submachine gun. We have Arc Conductor, so taking arc damage is going to increase your weapon's power, and when Arc Conductor is active, shots fired have a chance to become chain lightning and actually return ammo. Then it looks like we have explosive rounds again. Projectiles create an area effect detonation on impact. Then on this one, we see the top, it says high impact, low range, slow firing, high damage, and we see increased movement speed while aiming. We're quite familiar with that one. Then I saw a lightweight pop up as one of the main perks, move faster with this weapon. Then reloading after a kill grants increased damage. That's obviously reactive reload. Now this perk I thought was hot swap, but it's kind of similar. Grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on initial trigger pull. It's not when you actually swap it out. Then it looks like Cascade is coming back. Melee kills reload a portion of the magazine, but check this one out. Precision kills greatly decrease reload time. That's got to be an error. I don't know why you'd want a perk like that. Well, you know what? All right, I'm not going to go for crits then. I have bad aim anyway. I'll shoot for the body. Next up, we saw this on one of the power weapons. Aggressive, high damage, high recoil. We've seen this perk before. Automatically reloads a portion of the magazine when critically wounded. Is that Last Resort? I forget. The perks I don't like, I forget all the names of. Then we see the symbol for crowd control, but this one is getting kills with this weapon temporarily grants increased damage, but check it out, stacks 3 times. Then we see good old Cocoon coming back from King's Fall. The holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. Next up, we see a new one here, and this was on one of the rocket launchers. Haka Precision fires small auto-tracking missiles, and you see faster time to aim down sights. Now this is a new one, a rapid fire, deep ammo reserves, and it looks like we see 2 magazines there. A fast reload when empty. Then Take a Knee is back, increased accuracy, stability, and handling when firing when crouched. Now these perks are from the exotic energy weapon hand cannon called the Sunshot. Did a review on that. Sunburn, explosive rounds and highlight targets. It's misspelled there. It looks like it says high heights targets, and then targets killed with Sunshot explode in solar energy. Then on the exotic auto rifle called Sweet Business, which actually looks more like a Gatling gun, you have Payday, larger mag, increased hip fire accuracy, but also holding down the trigger boosts this weapon's range and rate of fire and automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine. Now, if you watched my previous videos, armor doesn't have intellect, discipline, or strength. Now it's all about armor, recovery, and also agility. So there was some armor perks like additional shield strength at the cost of mobility, increase the ammo carrying capacity, super abilities recharge faster, flinch less while under fire, grenades recharge faster, melee abilities recharge faster, additional mobility at the cost of shield strength. So I think they're trying to simplify everything in a nutshell. So that's going to do it for the video, guys, and for the hashtag made it to the end crowd. Guys, I can't thank you enough for the support, man. Ever since I went to LA, the amount of activity on this channel, new subscribers, you guys have been far too kind for me. And next week's going to be fun because Kuroda's End Challenge Mode comes back. And when we had Challenge Mode for Kuroda's End last time, my squad and I, we carried over 130 people that week through. So we'll be doing it this week, and we do it live on stream. So make sure you turn on notifications because we do it live on stream and we take people from the chat. So that's it, guys. Do me a favor. Drop a like of this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube. And that is it. I am out of here like Vladimir.